What's up out there? It is time to do some more dungeons. I'm probably going to push ahead where I shouldn't, but we're going to anyway. So in the last video, we were working on cartography and archaeology. I have done a little bit of archaeology. I think that was just a couple days ago. I've done a little bit since then, and I do have a few more items unlocked. I don't think I have anything really good. I would have to look at this and really think about what I've done over the last few days, which I honestly don't think I've actually done a whole lot. I need to lock these now that I'm looking at this. Nothing really jumps out at me. Like, I don't think I found anything really good. I did fight a bunch of the rune knights, and I think I got the rune plate legs or the chest body. Which one did I get? I thought I got the chest body. Yeah, it's right here. So I did get the chest body. I fought some of those earlier today. I was doing some Slayer tasks, trying to level up Slayer. So I've got full rune suit on here, and is that reflected here? No, I did not save that. So let me equip this real quickly because I do not have the adamant gear anymore. So we'll set that there. And then just to make sure that that's rune, pants are rune. This is rune, should be rune shield, and I'm still using the blue dragon hide gloves. So that gets us up to here. Although I have multiple sets of these paladin gloves. So how about we equip these instead, and then I can set that instead of these gloves there. That way we're good and set for melee combat. And we have the melee sword, which I'm going to equip that. I do need to get a little bit of strength leveled up. I spent time doing Slayer tasks. Wait. Did I get, because I think one night I left it run overnight. I did. I cleared the bandit base and got this pet. So I let that run for a while. I've had to do some thieving in the meantime. I keep running out of gold. But I did get this pet, so that's done with. I don't know if I've fully ground everything out of this dungeon yet or not. I did get the ancient longbow and sold it. So yes, we're completely ground out of there. Pet's done. Everything's cool. And I don't think I ran any of these other dungeons yet. The ones that I've got cleared. I spent a lot of time running Slayer tasks. I ran a bunch of normal Slayer tasks for a little while. Built up some Slayer coin, but that goes really slow. And then I ended up running a bunch of hard tasks. So currently and that's basically how I leveled up strength and defense, pretty much just running Slayer tasks for the most part. So we are down to needing 19 more tasks to get the strong upgrade. So that's coming along nicely. And yeah, I killed a bunch of those paladins. So I've got a bunch of paladin gloves. And what else do we have here? Anything new? I did go into the ancient, that's right. I was working on ranged, and I did go into the Hall of Wizards. So I ended up getting some of the ancient wizard boots. So that bumps up the magical side a little bit. It's not much, but it's a little bit. So that's bumped up there. And I guess we want to set up for magic real quick here too, as we chat, because I want to run dungeons and I want to see how many I can get done. So maybe I should just come back here. Everything's pretty well set. Need an amulet on here and a better ring. We should have another silver diamond, so that equips that. And what I'm working on right now is doing a little summon tablets. I don't know that I have anything better, but I want to start off with the barrier dungeons. So I'm going to make some of these up. I don't really have, let's see here, because I don't have a whole lot of combat ones. I do have some centaurs, but I don't really have anything to synergize with on like the melee or ranged. I don't have wolf ones. I would have to go like get a whole bunch of food and stuff. I don't feel like dealing with it. The ruby ones, I'm short on it. We've only got 1,000. Hopefully this is going to stretch. What I would like to do is the trickery temple, which I believe this is all magical. So if we could get through that, it would be great. I would also like to attempt the air god dungeon, which has ranged, so we would be using melee in there, but there are some melee enemies, so I'd like to be able to switch over to magical. And I might attempt, if we get through the air god dungeon and it's not too long, I might attempt the water god dungeon. I'm not sure, but the water god has some melee enemies in there also with some range. Now, I don't know that I have enough bolts. That's only 1,000 bolts. That's running short. I could go up and buy one of these resupplies, but this would drop me down to sapphire bolts, and I'd have to spend a significant chunk of my meager money or meager Slayer coin. One thing I did look at, and I'm intrigued. I am definitely intrigued by this. So if you go to, is it normal tasks? No, it is not normal tasks. It is the hard tasks. If you kill 1,000 black dragons, get the hides and turn them into 1,000 black dragon hide vambraces, that is worth 1 million Slayer coin. 1 million Slayer coin right there. I was looking at that and I was like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. So I was thinking about doing that, and then I was like, well, that's kind of wasting some magic and stuff like that. So that's kind of what got me to here. I was going to make a video tonight, and then I thought, well, let's just go for a little bit more. I did work on a little bit of crafting, worked on some gold diamond necklaces to get this built up a little bit. I have been working on summoning. I've been trying to make sure to anything I do, make sure that I have summoning tablets going in the background so that I'm actually generating XP for summoning. So we've got ints, we've got moles built up. I built a stack of that up. We've got the leprechaun. We've got the monkey I worked on a little bit earlier. So building up some of those. I still don't have any more combat ones. Let's see here. What do we have? I need to make sure that, set that there just in case we need to swap, and make sure that this one is in my set list. So I think we're ready to swap everything else out. We've got ranged up there. Yeah. So we need to go into this with a barrier mentality because we're going to this one dungeon. Do I have enough food? Yeah, should have enough food. I don't believe I've got any extra. Nope. So we need to think barrier items, which is going to be, where is all my stuff? We've got this draining barrier gem. We'll put that thing on. And do we have anything else that would be useful? I don't think so. There's this amulet with, that's 10. I'll go ahead and keep this. That's probably better. Plus 10 barrier damage. I think we're going to need this instead of the silver diamond ring. So we'll put that on and go ahead and won't set that because I don't have the spot for it, but we can set this one. So let's see how this dungeon does and see if I actually just run from it. So this is supposed to be all magical creatures. Ooh, right off the bat, that thing is hitting a lot harder. All right, let's back out of this for a second. We need to run this, and do we have anything in here? I guess we'll go magic assistance. This dungeon might be a little thicker than I want to take on, and I probably want to make sure that these are on. This dungeon may not happen, so we'll try it because I don't have any more damage reduction. We could do, and this is already hitting for more than I have. Yeah, this may not do well. High chance to hit, but we're not doing a lot of summoning damage. Summoning max hits 148. That should hit fairly well. Guess I may have to just let this thing hit me. And this is going a lot slower. All right, we'll come back to that one. That's not going to be a good day. That will not be a good day at all. So we'll skip that one for now and come back to it later. We've already beaten this one. So let's try the melee, the air god. And if we don't get through one of these, it's not a big deal. I figured it'd be a good idea to just try one tonight and see what happens. If nothing else, just try it and see how it goes. I still don't have better boots there, and we can quickly equip all of this. I need to switch over to stab because I think this is the better yeah, because I'll have damage reduction. And then we switch back to this and switch this over to melee. And of course we need to take the prayers off so that we can do this and set this to melee accuracy to get the best that we can. And this needs to switch over to that right there. Minus 20% melee evasion rating. So that'll actually help us. That'll actually help with the combat, the accuracy. I guess I need to put gloves on, and we should be good to go here. I don't think the ooh, we do have fire surge. Do we have enough runes for that? Yeah, we got plenty of runes for that, so we can do a lot of damage there. Let's see. Do we want to give them? That's just more accuracy. I think I'll do more damage on this one, and then we'll do fervor. Do I have enough runes for all of this? Yeah, we should. I haven't really done anything with it. Okay, and then this needs to come. Oh, no, I didn't. I took off the wrong thing. Put that back on. That is that. Okay. Well, I was hoping we could get through the Trickery Temple and then at least attempt this next one, but that's fine. I don't really need to be working on dungeons at the moment, but I would like to get my township going. I would really like to get township leveled up. That would be awesome. So that's kind of the goal here, is to get township. I really want the money out of it. So this thing's doing a 210 damage attack. We're probably a little bit underpowered here, quite honestly, because I would probably try this with dragon gear on, more than likely. So this make it the kibosh put on it pretty fast too. I don't know if we can survive this. I mean, we should have enough food, but this may end up just taking a long time. So the usual drill with this, I am going to run this dungeon for a little bit. I'll pick you up here in a little bit because you've probably seen this dungeon a lot. So when I'm about to quit, or if we get to the end boss, I'll bring you back, and then the video won't be just astronomically long while we sit and watch numbers count down while I hold the heal button. So anyway, we'll be back in a few. All right, I am bringing you guys back in. So we're all the way up to the last mini boss before the main boss, and basically the tornado that she's casting here only does 248, which is under my auto eat. So I don't really need to hold the heal button for this. I just kind of did since we came back. If she does her normal attack, that's 442, which well exceeds what I can handle. What I'm interested in is this fight here. So this one is 324. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for Whirlwind and Cyclone. The interesting, well, Cyclone is doing a lot. Oh, because it's over time. Cyclone might be manageable. Barrage, we can probably let go. Whirlwind, we don't want to get hit for. 341, well, I mean, we could get hit once, but we need to be quick on that. Cyclone we might be able to take. Guess I could chance it. Windblade is 217, so that's fine. Whirlwind is the one we don't want to get hit with. Oh, we died. All right, so I don't know what I just got hit with, but I wasn't paying attention. So we definitely could have probably held this to eat. One thing that I'm noticing with this fight is we're going to need a better source of food, because this is only going to get us so far. Unfortunately, I just lost the plate legs I got today. That kind of sucks. But the problem with the food is, you see how it chunks up? Like, it's taking a lot of time to manually heal, because we're at 800 hit points. So it's going to take, 5 or 6 of these to heal up. It's not the quantity of food that it's using, it's the number of chunks. And this is what happens with like potatoes very early on. Potatoes are good up to a very certain point, and then you're trying to heal so much food that you only heal for 3 hit points or something like that. So you don't really heal for enough, and it takes longer to actually heal manually because you have to apply each individual piece of food than it does between the attack interval that the enemy has, meaning that you can receive a massive hit that kills you like we just did here without actually getting it healed in time to recover from it. So, lesson learned. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this out of here, open this up, see what we get. Some ancient arrows, that's some money at least. I guess I'm going to lock this thing. I was saving these. I'll go ahead and save all this. So we did not get through a dungeon, kind of got pushed off to the side, which is fine. I just kind of wanted to see how things went. I wasn't really worried about getting anything done today. I need to unequip these and get rid of that. That's a waste of time. Oh, I did get a Signet Ring half A, which I believe is the non-combat part. So we still need the combat part. And I do not believe, if I go under statistics, Signet half rings missed. Where's that at? 0. So we haven't missed any yet. So I've got the one drop that I needed, or the one time it did drop, I did get it. So we've got that. So we did not make any forward progress, but at least we know that we're going to need some better gear on this side of things. I mean, it couldn't have been my paladin gloves that I have 5 of. It had to be the pants that I just got. That's 1 of, but that's fine. We're definitely going to need to get some of this stuff upgraded. With crafting going to level, that's not going to get into the next expansion, which we couldn't get in the expansion stuff anyway. I was just thinking if we could get down to some of these rings down here, but we can't. So these rings start offering you a lot of damage reduction and things like that that would be very beneficial at this point, but we can't get to them. So what I'm seeing that I need to do is spend some time going through and getting the level 70 gear out of the Hall of Wizards, which, speaking of that, I just saw something in here a second ago that this needs to go on. This is my melee or ranged and melee setup. I can get rid of these things now. I don't need these anymore. I'm glad I looked at that. I saw that dragon crossbow and I was wondering if I was actually able to equip it. That equips at level 60, so we're more than capable of putting that on, so a lot more damage. So I need to put my pants back on and put my big boy pants on for the next fight. So basically what I found is that it's the last time we ran into a brick wall. I just need to go and work on some dungeoning. Meaning, and the whole point of the gearing up phase is to go in and get the ancient gear out of the Hall of Wizards, the Dragon's Den, and the Volcanic Cave so that you can effectively get into these dungeons and do them. You can do the Air, Water, and Earth God with Dragon Gear, fully upgraded Dragon Gear. I have done that, and I've done most of the Fire God dungeon. I don't remember what level I was at when I did that. So, yeah, it can be done. It's just going to take a while. So we're definitely going to need to start grinding on these dungeons. I think the thing that I want to do first is we can knock this off here. We can turn that off there. And I could probably take these off, but I'm going to leave them on. I think the first thing that I want to do is go in here and kill these dragons. Because if I can kill these dragons, these should be under my auto eat, right? Yeah, 195. So we're under there. I don't know if I'm going to have enough food. And I do want to put that on because I need to collect this gear. Our accuracy is 83%. And we've got some damage reduction on. We could go for, I could put the shield I have. Well, I need to put that in there. Could I swap this out here and put that there and they do a little less damage, meaning I use a little less food. I think this is kind of a wash because these things do that fire breath, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I don't need the damage reduction to take their big hit. I need the damage reduction to not waste all my food. But at the same time, we're 80% accurate with 483 max hit. If I equip that back on and throw that back over there, we're at 83 with 483. So I think I might leave that accuracy. It's a little better. I could also go, we've got enough prayer points. I could let this run with, say, this and this. That's going to bump the accuracy up, and only goes up to 85. And we could also toss on magic assistance, burn up some potions a little bit. That brings us up to 86. And we're going to do a little cocktail of damage to him. Mainly, I just need to kill 1,000 of these things. And I don't have any of the accuracy things, do I? I don't really have anything in here for magic. I don't know why that keeps saving one out. I don't like that. It's annoying. Do we have anything for magic? Well, we've got, that's Slayer Task. That ain't going to work. And these are all melee accuracy, stuff like that. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to try to get 1,000 of these things killed, because if I can get 1,000,000 Slayer coin out of that, if I can get 1,000,000 Slayer coin, that means that, well, we could do auto Slayer right now. Just go ahead and do that. Buy that. get that taken care of. But that means that we could start buying the necromancer stuff. We could probably buy the skull cape, which would be huge. Let's see, what was I thinking about? Why did I ultimately want to buy that? Oh, because I wanted this extra equipment set. So if I get that, I could get that Slayer cape, what is this thing? The skull cape. I could get the skull cape and the extra equipment set. That means I could have all 3 combat styles set up and ready to go, and we can just bust through the dungeons and switch between them, which I would love to have. That would be great. That would be great. So, not really much success today, but I don't know. I feel like I needed to test the waters out a little bit. I should probably go into the Hall of Wizards and try to grind out more of this gear, but I need to make more arrows first. I'm keeping these rune arrows for a township task, if you're wondering why I have those on there. I should probably do that and gear this up to make this better, but if I could get that 1,000,000 Slayer coin, then I could set up those other, my other gear slot and do Auto Slayer. I could let Auto Slayer run on like the low tier tasks and just, these easy tasks or something, just let that cruise, let that run, let it build up Slayer coin overnight. I mean, it would be slow, but it would be workable. So that, I think we'll do it for this one. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about. Right. Oh, alt magic. So, that brings up a good point. So I ran alt magic to actually level up magic. I didn't go into combat. I didn't feel like wasting the runes. So I came in here, I equipped an earth staff so I didn't have to worry about using these runes. And I ended up just making nature runes. I made a ton of these blessed offerings, which if I go over here and look, we now have 53,000 of these things. So I could, let's say, that's a lot of prayer points to bury. That's a lot of prayer points to have. So we now have 400,000 prayer points. So I can let that run guilt-free. And if I wanted to, I could take 1% damage reduction off. Do I have that? Nope, I don't have that saved here. I should save this one while I'm thinking about it. And you know what? I should really run that ring just in case we do get the other half of the signet ring, because the signet ring would be massive for gold making. So this thing's doing a little bit more damage, but I would prefer to get the signet ring. He's not going to kill me. I don't have to worry about that. And like I said, this is going to be my main thing right now, is just trying to kill these things off. So 1,000 of these, and we're ticking them off fairly quickly. I don't know that I'll let this run overnight. And 3,000 dragon bones. That's going to be huge too. I have been getting a ton of, oh yeah, we got plenty of dragon bones. So the dragon fire shield upgrade, we definitely need a lot for. I always like to save those for when I get this, and I've got that, so cool. And then I was thinking about taking the bars we get and this copper ore, which I probably should just drop in here. I've been getting all that from Township. I was thinking about taking that and converting it into the summoning stuff. We could do the mole here. Yeah, because we can swap between the different ores. I thought we'd get some bars, but maybe that is, maybe that's one I don't have unlocked yet. Smithing right there. I just have to get smithing and then we've got it. So I smith for a little bit, get that mark, and then create it. We can start working on that. Basically, to keep this summoning leveling up, I've been neglecting my summoning game. I need to get this leveled up, and the way you do that is passively in the background. That's the best way to do it, because you're not going to get as much from direct tablet creation. But from direct tablet creation, you get your mastery to where you create more tablets at once. So it's kind of a balancing thing. You got to get that balance just right. But didn't get through a dungeon. That's fine. That will do it for this video, and we will come back. Hopefully I will have a new gear set, and we might even have some more ancient gear and be ready to actually attempt one of those dungeons. I need to set up a factory for bolts and things like that. I need to get a few more things done, but I just wanted to try it and test the waters. So that will do it for this one. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.